Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about privacy policies. It's been 12 months now since major amendments were made to privacy provisions and laws and regulations in Australia. So in February last year it became mandatory to have a policy in place in your business about breaches and how privacy breaches will be handled by your business, and then steps were put in, have been regulated and put into place so that need to be followed so that you report breaches that require to be notified to the Privacy Commissioner when they occur. So that amendment to the privacy laws applied to all businesses that are required to have a privacy policy in place, and this could very easily apply. Essentially, it applies to all businesses, including if you are in the health sector or providing a health-related or an allied health service. I look at it this way: if you are an online business and you are managing or coming into contact with people's personal information in any shape or form, then you do need to have a privacy policy in place. It's really important. So that was the first change that occurred last year in 2018 February. That was closely followed in May, of course, by the GDPR, the General Data Protection Regulations brought in by the European Union, and it's really important. Then privacy policies became a topic of conversation again, and that is what I want to talk to you about where are you today with your privacy policy. The General Data Protection Regulations, the GDPR, is almost, we could refer that to that as a peak body, and it has some demands and some requirements that are mandatory for you to have in place or within your privacy policy about how you handle personal information that you receive into your business. So at the very outset, you need to have a privacy policy that is GDPR compliant, and that is accessible to your market, to your clients, to people that come onto your website. Not only do you need to have that, if you already have a privacy policy that was written prior to GDPR or prior to May last year, then you also need to have that reviewed. So I wanted to revisit that with you today. It's very important that you do look at that. Now, to the question of why do you need to have a privacy policy at all? Firstly, it is a legal requirement, but apart from that, people need to know when they interact with you and provide you with this information, how you are going to use that information, who you're going to share it with, what you do with that information after you've used it. Do you keep it or do you destroy it? And how do you share that information with people that help you in your business? Are they likely to share that information or abuse it in any way? And what do they have in place to protect the information that they are providing to you in order for you to use that information for your business? So these are really important things that your privacy policy will cover. The difference between a pre-GDPR privacy policy and one that is GDPR compliant is very much in the content and the structure. The GDPR requires that different types of information to be included in your privacy policy that previously wasn't required. So two questions I've covered today is that firstly, a reminder that these did come into force last year, almost 12 months ago. They are still important. They're still a thing. The second thing I would like to ask you is to revisit your privacy policy. Firstly, if you don't have one, get one. If you do have one that was written prior or is not GDPR compliant, then have it reviewed or have it rewritten and make sure that it is GDPR compliant. And thirdly, be very aware of how you are handling the information people are giving you, those email lists that you are collecting information for to build your businesses. That is personal information. How that is managed, there's a way to manage them, there is a procedure to manage them, there is a legal requirement to manage them. So these are things that you need to know about, and I will put a checklist in comments for you to access if you need further information about it. But the beginning and the end of it is to get your privacy policy, and then we take it from there. So that's it for now. In the next couple of days or weeks, I will provide more information on aspects of the privacy policy. But for now, I would like to know whether you have a privacy policy, whether it is GDPR compliant, and if you require some assistance with it. Thank you for that time, and I hope you have a great week. I'll talk with you again soon. Bye, and hi, Leonie. Bye for now.